They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights off a defender. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down,
nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Dukes. Defense joins the party with a score.
oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets him a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nice grab. It's Daniels.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up the first down.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
What nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Breaks free. Tries to get loose in the scramble, but is brought down after a short gain. Important third down play coming up. And they pick up the first on the ground. The Gators pick up enough yards to keep this drive rolling.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down.
They bring the heat and the blitz works. They've got him.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after.
It's a mean stiff arm. He's still going. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Hold. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. The sure hands. It's Hawkins. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. And they heave it deep downfield. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida. Strong game by this quarterback. Who says he needs... The Gators offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play act.
And here comes a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Gators. Made the defense look slow that time.
This is a beautiful route here by the receiver. He works on the right side, comes all the way over on that deep over route to find that opening. Quarterback puts it right on the money for a beautiful touchdown.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the broken tackle there.
Running back.
Solid game.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Makes a quick grab. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. And forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He hands it to the back. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Gators look to keep this drive moving.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And now from the pistol formation. Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Can he take it all the way? Tremendous toughness here. Finally. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe, looking for a deep completion? Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. What an electric play. Suddenly, they move into scoring position, down to the 24. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. 2nd and 10 here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense is coming after him. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the 1st half. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
For the defense coordinator this week, about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're going to run it here. Powers through the tackle. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. Touchdown, Florida. That puts them on top in the 2nd half.
Man, I love to see backs with this kind of lower body strength, just shedding arm tackles until finally being rewarded by getting...
The Gators offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Gators. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's job.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down. We're going to throw the football. He finds the running back in the flat. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And that pass falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. He's escaping the pocket now. On the move, looking deep. The pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Trying to extend the play. He pulls it in for a big gain. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he has delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
He's a 1st and 10 play. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Second down play coming up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He's running out of time here. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. Gators will bring their punt team on the field now. Oh, they blocked it. Pressure producing an ugly punt. Tackle is made to the third. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down and 10. He hands it off from the gun. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Gators have first and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Just keep churning these yards out. Playing with a lead here late in the football game. At the very least, you're thinking about making this a 2-possession game with a field goal. But keep eating that clock.
And the Gators trying to cash in here in the red zone. It's an out route, the catch made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Chris, just so impressive. And, you know, as much focus as there is on quarterbacks and wide receivers in the passing game, at the end of the day, to win a national championship, there's going to come a critical third down where you got to rely on your offensive line. The opponent knows you're going to run. You still do it. They convert, and I think that may be it.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing on the top of the mountain, Kirk, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Florida Gators.